A very good morning to all my dear students. We are back with lesson number 6, Establishment and Administrative System during the Medieval Age. Students, today we will be focusing on the architecture part of the medieval age. It's very interesting and you'll love the session. Okay, but before starting this session, we must always do a recap. So without wasting time, let's have a quick recap and then we'll proceed further. Development of sculpture and architecture in the medieval age. The Rajput kings were very fond of constructing grand and artistic buildings. They built many temples, forts, lakes, palaces, stepwells, etc. However, the most noteworthy construction during the Rajput age is that of temples, right? The temples during the Rajput age, during the medieval age, were noteworthy. Let us see some important temples. The Sun Temple of Konark. There are many temples of sun god in India. The most renowned means very famous, one is the Sun Temple of Konark in Orissa. This marvelous piece, marvelous means extraordinary, piece of art was built during the Rajput age. It has been given the shape of a chariot driven by 7 horses. Chariot, I hope you all know, it's an open vehicle with 2 wheels that is pulled by a horse, right? So this chariot, it is driven by 7 horses. The brilliance of this temple has been praised all over the world. The Sun Temple of Modhera. The Sun Temple of Modhera is located in Mehsana district of Gujarat. Students, many of you might have visited the Sun Temple of Modhera, right? It's really very, very beautiful, right? It is also an excellent piece of architecture. Student, you know what is the very unique thing about this temple? It is also an excellent piece of architecture because it has been built in such a way that the first rays of the sun directly fall on the idol in the temple. The first sun rays which fall, that fall directly on the idol. Idol means the murti of the temple, right? So the first sun rays directly falls on the idol. So that is that unique architecture of the Sun Temple of Modhera. The Somnath Temple of Gujarat. Students, I think all of you must have visited the Somnath Temple, right? The Somnath Temple is located in Prabhas Patan near Veraval in Saurashtra on the western coast of Gujarat, and it is believed to be the first among the 12 Jyotirlings of Shiva. It is an important pilgrim and tourist spot of Gujarat. You know, students, that the Somnath Temple was attacked many times by the invaders, right? The Martin Temple of Kashmir. The Martin Sun Temple is a Hindu temple dedicated to Surya, that is sun, and built during the 8th century CE. Martin is another Sanskrit synonym for Surya. In the picture, you can see that the temple is almost ruined now, right? And it is located in the Indian Union territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The Khajuraho Temple in Madhya Pradesh. The Khajuraho Temple is located in Madhya Pradesh, and this temple comes under UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Puri Temple in Orissa. Sri Jagannath Temple of Puri is an important Hindu temple dedicated to Jagannath, a form of Vishnu, in Puri in the state of Orissa on the eastern coast of India. The Meenakshi Temple of Madurai. The Meenakshi Temple of Madurai is a historic Hindu temple located on the southern bank of the Vaigai River in the temple city of Madurai, Tamil Nadu. It is dedicated to Meenakshi, a form of Parvati, and her consort Sundareshwar, a form of Shiva. Gopurams. Students, you know what are Gopurams? The temples of South India are well known for their grand and impressive gateways called Gopurams. Gopurams are grand and decorative entrances made in front of the temples in South India. If you enter any of the South Indian temple, you will always find a Gopuram, that is the entrance, a gate, a huge gate. In this picture, you can see it's a sort of a gate, right? And but the gate is not an ordinary gate, it's very grand and decorative. The Ellora caves of Deccan have caves representing culture of Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism. There is a beautiful sculpture of the three-faced Lord Shiva in these caves. The temples and caves of India were so artistic and minutely carved that many foreign invaders have tried to loot and plunder them many a times. As I told you previously that the Somnath temple was looted, even the Martin temple of Kashmir was looted by the foreign invaders. So here we come to an end of our session 2. Okay, tomorrow in session number 3 we will be discussing about the end of the Rajput rule. So before that, the homework which you have to do is you have to revise session number 1 and session number 2 thoroughly. Okay, and you have to note down all the hard words because there are many hard words in this chapter. So please do that. Okay. So thank you. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. God bless you all.